What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Daga, and welcome back to another Eagles Uncut 2.0. Now, before we start, you already know the deal. If you like the content, press that like button, comment your thoughts, because I always love to hear from you guys. And also, make sure if you're new, make sure to subscribe and turn on notification post so you know when these videos drop. Now, of course, this is gonna be a Eagles, take over here, and the Eagles. But this video is gonna be about the Eagles, okay? But before anything, I do want to put on and say prayers up, for Diggs, the cornerback for the Cowboys. On he suffered an injury, he tore his ACL. He's done for the season, you know. So prayers up for him, man. We're all praying and hopefully he can come back better than what he was. It's never fun, and it's never, you know, uh, like it's never fun, whenever it's any player. It doesn't matter if it's your rifle, it doesn't matter if it's your team, it doesn't matter what team it is. It's never good, whenever a player go down. You know what I'm saying? So prayers up for him. That's the first thing that I want to talk about. And the second thing is this coming up game, man. Bucs, Eagles. By the way, I'll be there. All right. I'll be there in Tampa. I'm gonna be there at the game, you know, and I'm gonna be doing a little live session on whenever while I am there as well, for the Eagles Unleash. So I'm gonna be asking you guys, anybody that's actually gonna be on the game. I'm gonna be asking you guys, your score prediction for the game and what you expect from this offense, because this offense so far this year, you have not looked up to par. You know what I'm saying? You have not looked up to par. So now that the Eagles had a 11-day pretty much a mini bye, you know, I'm expecting Brian Johnson to come all out this game. You know, I understand. Okay, maybe the first game was a little jitters, because nobody played the preseason game. It's still like uh he was a new offensive coordinator and all. He's a new to the system and all, So okay, I'll give you a pass on the first game. Second game, what is the excuse? The excuse is you only have what 4 or 5 days to prepare for the second game, so you didn't really have to you didn't really have time to make any adjustment. Now the third game you had plenty of days to make adjustment. On that offense. All right, had plenty of time, to figure out what's gonna work, especially against the Bucs, you know. So and this is what I want to talk. This is what I want to start with is the offense, and then we're gonna go to the defense. All right, that's what I expect from the offense, man. From Brian Johnson, feed Swift, simple as that. Feed Swift. Let's set up the run first. Okay, by setting up the run, the pass is gonna come. Okay, it's gonna open up the path for Jalen Hurts. Okay, it's gonna open up for on AJ Brown. It's gonna open up for on Devontae Smith. Okay, it's gonna open up for Dallas Goddard on the middle. Okay, another thing that I have not seen much, and I just don't understand why, because that's one of the best thing that AJ Brown did in Tennessee. Which was slants. Why we are not running slants with AJ Brown? It felt, especially the way that the Patriots were playing and the Vikings. Why weren't we running? Not just AJ Brown, but with Devontae Smith as well. I know you want to go deep. I know we want to do splash plays, but the name of the game is a win. I don't care how they win, just win. Okay. The first game we won. Second game we won. The first game was a little bit uglier than the second game. We but a win is a win. So I'm expecting a lot of from Brian Johnson this coming up on Monday, man, against the Bucs. So let's open up for AJ Brown. Let's open up for Devontae Smith. Let's set up the run first, and that's one of the best things that our defensive line do is But running the ball. Okay, by running the ball, then we be able to set up the pass, and it's gonna help with the offensive line whenever it comes with pass protection as well. You know, so let's do that first, please, Brian Johnson, please. And have some slants with AJ Brown as well, and as well as Devontae Smith on, or even Swift as well. So that's the first thing that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. Now, the defense, okay, and this is what I want to make sure I open over here so you guys can see it as well. Okay, so Davis. Okay, so throughout the first two games, he had two quarterback hits, one forced fumble, and 1.5 sacks. Okay, that boy's been balling out. He's just been balling out. All right, not just him, Sweat as well. Sweat's been balling now as well. I think he has what, 2 sacks if I'm correct, 1 or 2 sacks as well. Okay. Now, not only them two, guess who else is balling out? He has our boy Jalen Carter. Okay. In terms of pressure, he's on the top. Okay, he's top three. Okay, he's the third. He's number three with 11 pressures through 2 weeks. Okay, only ahead of him is Micah Parson and Aiden Hutchinson, which Micah Parson have 12, Aiden Hutchinson have 13. However, look at the snaps though. Okay, Aiden Hutchinson have 127 snaps to his 13 pressure. Micah Parson have 81 snaps to his 12 pressure. Jalen Carter only have 68 snaps and he still have 11 pressure. Okay, and he has a sack as well. Okay, so with that said, the defensive tackle position, they are eating. They're eating. Milton Williams is putting a lot of pressure as well on the quarterback. And I believe he have a sack if I'm not mistaken as well. Um, Fletcher Cox is being balling out, especially on the run. Our run defense, we are number one on the run defense as well. So we've been balling out, man. That defense been balling out. Now, the passing game, the pass coverage, that's been a little suspect, especially on the middle of the field. We got to do better, especially on the linebackers. For linebackers, they got to cover better. Even though last game was a little bit better, but still, on I expect James Bradbury to play this game. Reed Blankenship, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be available for this game as well. So even though we lost Maddox, which praise up for Maddox as well, because he's done for the season with the pack, uh, tearing his pack as well. I believe that even without him, we still like our offense is still top five offense in the league. The side just gotta put it together. And I know the same thing with Brian Jones. I know it's gonna take a little time, probably like 3, 4, maybe 5 games, But just like Brian Johnson, Sean Desai have 11 days to watch film on the Bucs and see what they do best on the offense. Watch film on Baker Mayfield and see what he does best for that offense as well. So I am expecting big things coming from on Sean Desai in this defense and coming from Brian Johnson in this offense. I'm expecting Jalen Hurts to have a big game as well. It hasn't been playing all that well. He hasn't played bad. Don't get me wrong, he hasn't played bad. But he hasn't played that MVP caliber that he did last year, at least not yet. But I see some things coming up from him, like once him and Brian Johnson, which hopefully they will get together, and hopefully will happen start this game, on he's gonna be something else, man. And I see on AJ Brown going, for at least $130 this game with 2 tubs. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts at least 270 passing yards and I'll say 3 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. I'll say 4 touchdowns. All right. On 4 touchdowns. I think it's gonna be 3 in the air and 1 on the ground. And we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I will be in the Bucs game. And if you see your boy, holla at your boy over here, man. Say what's up to me if you're at the game, because I'm gonna holla at all of you guys that's over there at the game. And You already know what time it is. Daga out.